till the night rolls in. Take it all out to the woods again. Get your country on, cause I'm going long. Pass a little something to a Willie song. Pack up the long necks, put them all on ice. Drop the sucker down in a four-wheel drive. Kick up some mud, drink a mud, party till the cows come home. Lordy have mercy, get your country on. Something to a Willie song. Pack up the long necks, put them all on ice. Drop the sucker down a four-wheel drive. Kick up some mud, drink the mud, party till the cows come home. If you're a biscuit eating, beer drinking, hillbilly to the bone, Lord have mercy, get your country on. Lord have mercy, get your country on. Call up all your friends and bring them on down, baby.
This guy is really good. Alright. Before it plays something else, let me find.
He took a bullet in the shoulder on D-Day and came back to run the family grocery store. And men like him, they stood so tall that the world. Guys like me were made by men like him. He used to take me to the fishing hole every Sunday afternoon. The first time I got to drive was out on that old pontoon. And there were so many little things that made that old man smile. But nothing quite like coming home with a mess of fish and catching grandma's eye. And men like him, they stood so tall that the world would change, cause they gave their all. Men like him earned hero stripes stained by blood, sweat, and tears. And men like him, they gave everything for the ones they loved and never asked for anything. They got guys like me, were made by men like him. So don't ask me why I stop sometimes when I'm going fly, or why I take a 4-week off around the 4th of July. Boots I wear, they walk the same land my grandpa did. They got guys like me, were made by men like him. Men like him, they stood so tall that the world would change, cause they gave their all. Men like him earned hero stripes stained by blood, sweat, and tears. Men like him, they gave everything for the ones they loved and never asked for anything. Got guys like me, were made by men like him. I think got guys like me, were made by men like him. In the ditches, clothes hanging out on the line, cracks in the pavement, little boys playing underneath the Texaco sign. A little rough around the edges, just a little run down. There ain't no chance to spend on a map. There's ever gonna be a postcard town, but it's the good
going out live right now, and then I'll get my little copyright, banning or whatever on the video, and then I'll remove the video. But it's going out live, so it's being heard right now.
Down here's a little big frown. When judging folks is God's word, you still get respect if your Sunday best is a pair of blue jeans and a flannel shirt. But it's the good life when you're born and raised in a place where everybody knows your name, where you cruise down Main Street and everybody waves. It's the good life when you fall in love with that sweet little girl on the back of the bus, and 20 years later you're still in love. It's the good life. I know in this crazy world some things are bound to change, but I hope and pray that this will always stay the same. Well, it's a good life when you're born and raised in a place where everybody knows your name, where you cruise down Main and everybody waves. It's the good life when you fall in love with that sweet little girl on the back of the bus, and 20 years later you're still in love. It's the good life. Born and raised in a place where everybody knows your name, you cruise down Main Street and everybody waves. It's the good life when you fall in that sweet little girl on the back, and 20 years later you're still in love. It's the good life.
Alright, he's really good. I'm liking him. Glad I ran into his, glad I saw. Hey, that was awesome.
Babe, climb on in. Let's take a spin wherever you want to go. You to know where you're the final piece of the puzzle, the diamond in the trouble when everything goes down. Hey, this beautiful town just a hole in the ground. Without you, where would I go? Hey, just look around, we're cruising down streets of gold, but without you, they're just a gold.
Hey, Italian, drop a link to the where we see, and then drop a link to this video on his Facebook also.
Things change, but your love won't fade. Yeah, there's all kinds of reasons for packing up and leaving, but I ain't gonna is your around. Just a hole in the ground without you. Where would I go? Hey, just look around, we're cruising down streets, but we've lost the road.
Oh wow!
Baby, this beautiful town just a hole in the ground without you. But where would I go? Baby, just look around, we're cruising down street, but we're just a road. They're just a road. They're just a road. it's you in that dress and the way you looking at me in my Sunday best. I'm counting down the minutes till the sermon is through. I don't mean to bust his bubble, but I want some Sunday trouble with you. Homegrown action, little old fashioned, yeah. That animal attraction, ooh. Kissing and a cuddle and a little Sunday trouble with you. Then we can take a little stroll across that county line to that little old shack tucked back in the pines. There's a sign on the front door says all you can eat, but they ain't cut on that oven since the 73. They were cooking up a batch of that homemade brew. I'll make mine a double, cause I'm wanting Sunday trouble with you. Homegrown action, little old fashioned, yeah. That animal attraction, ooh. Kissing and a cuddle and a little Sunday trouble with you. To our bare feet, getting baptized in Bear Creek, kissing and a cuddle and a little Sunday trouble with you. A Sunday trouble with you, a little trouble with you. A Sunday trouble with you, kissing and a cuddle and a little Sunday trouble with you.
One more thing, drop my email address and tell them if they want to use any of the video footage from this live stream today, that I am more than happy to let them use it, no questions asked, for free. All they got to do is contact me so that, you know, we can do any legal paperwork that's needed. That would be great if you could do that. I appreciate it.
She left the concrete steps in a bare spot there on the ground. My old dog Leroy and a neighbor was standing around. There was a little note hanging and a live wire dangling from that power pole, just to let me know my home wasn't home no more. Yeah, it's gone, gone like the wind. Like an Alabama tornado, she took that trailer and it ain't coming back again. Ain't no telling where she's going, but I heard she was blowing down Highway 84. Yeah, one thing's for sure, my home ain't home no more. Missing home. No, you heard me right. She took the whole damn house. What's it look like? It's an 85 single wide, two-tone green and white, brand new satellite, mounted on the backside, missing front porch light, everything I own's inside. Man, this ain't right. Where am I gonna sleep tonight? It's gone like the wind. Like an Alabama tornado, she took that trailer. Down Highway 84. It won't thanks for sure, my home ain't home no more. It won't thanks for sure, my home ain't home no more. It won't thanks for sure, my home ain't home no more.
And he's good.
It could burn down anytime. I could pull out of the drive and leave it all behind. I could tear down all the walls and leave a pile of sticks and stone. This house all by itself don't make a home. And I know that it sounds cruel the way I break it down, but I need you to know what's really keeping me around. It's love, and love is everything. It's in this house, and it's in this rain, and it fits just right, and it don't come off. It can't burn out, and it won't get lost. When all else fails, there's one thing you can be sure of. This is love. Just like a poet, but that alone just ain't enough. So I try to show you with my actions each and every day. These words aren't just saying. It's love, and love is everything. It's in the words that I say. It don't always speak sweet and kind. There's beauty in every single line. Fails, there's one thing you can be sure of. This is love. This is love.
I'm liking it. And I don't normally like country music.
Yards with bonfires running on weak, burning off these tires. Been too long since I've been home. Down these old back roads, out on 5 lane, down to the gravel pit. Bunch of girls coming down just to get lit. Maybe get lucky, maybe get a little kiss. Everybody's getting down in my old stomping grounds. Lit up on the 4th of July. Hit the river and a little honey catches your eye. Flag top bikini, gonna kiss it goodbye. And everybody's flying high in my old stomping grounds. My old stomping grounds. My old stomping grounds. Party all night till the sun comes up. Speakers crank drum in
I just didn't want to interrupt that song because as soon as it started, I realized I'm driving through his stomping grounds right now in Nebraska. And it was about, you know, driving around, and the song was kind of about driving around in his stomping grounds, you know, that kind of thing. I thought it was fitting. So, I'll back up on my microphone again, and we'll go from there. I just got to turn my Pandora off. Actually, I don't even have to turn it off. I just need to leave it turned down. That's all. All right. Testing, testing. Is my sound back on? All right. Good, good. Yeah. Hey, Italian Princess, go ahead and get We the People's YouTube link and drop it down in here for him. I tell you what, I don't normally like country music. I mean, it takes a lot for me to actually like somebody that's a country music singer, or, you know, just like any of their music in general. Because like I've said before, I was a heavy metal kid. Um, but this guy is good. This Tim Zach is good. I like him. And I hope he can use, I hope him and his people can use some of the video footage today. Maybe in a music video or something down the road. And I'll let him use it for free. I'll let him have it. So what's everybody think of this Tim Zach? The music that we just had on there for a little bit. As far as I'm concerned, that was good music. The guy is good. He's got a great voice. And just think, never would have heard of him, never would have known about him if we hadn't have found him with his trailer and his name and face attached to his pickup coming down the highway here in Nebraska. Never would have heard of him otherwise. And now he's in my playlist. It's good road tunes. I can really drive to that music. That's one of the things I love about music is there's music that you can just really drive to. Considering here being a truck driver, we get bored a lot of times and we need something that keeps us going. And that music right there can keep me going. He's good. All right. Yep. That is awesome. You never know who you're going to meet out on the highway. And not just meet, you never know what you're going to find. Like today, we just found a country music artist that's really good. Never heard of him before until we saw that. Yeah, I know. That's why this video is going to end up getting deleted eventually. It's going to get a little infringement slap on it, and then it'll get taken down. But I want to leave it up long enough for Tim Zach and his people to see it, including my last video before it, because we didn't play his music in the one before. But, because the video before actually shows I come up behind him on the highway here, the back and everything, and I'm passing him, and then I'm to him. We were finding out that he was a country music star. Word of mouth, spread it out, and also maybe get him some footage that he can use for his future endeavors. Video footage. And if I find you out here on the highway, I'm going to promote you, especially if I like what you're doing. Oh, bumpy, bumpy. Bumpy, bumpy. Come on, Nebraska, fix your roads. Yeah. New single came out last month. And we're just having a lazy day. I don't really have much to talk about today. I mean, there's things I would love to say, especially about stuff that happened this weekend, but I can't. Can't really talk about it. So, other than, running into Grey Wolf, uh, doing I stopped by his place and picked up some of my old stuff, and that was still sitting out there. And I still got more stuff out there to pick up, but, I've got, I stopped in and he had a bunch of packages that needed to get out to him, and they weren't sure how they were going to get that handled. And I said, hell, no big deal. I'm headed right that way. I'll take it with me, and I'll run. But no, I had a good time. I had a good time visiting with him for first time in months out there when I delivered his care packages to him, and we had a good dinner. There's a great little place in that Eureka, Nevada. It's called the. Thank you there. Thank you there, Italian. I love seeing my hashtag no more third terms get put up there. I mean, it's not a first step, it's a good step. I mean, it might be a first step, towards helping fix what's wrong in our political system. Hashtag no more third terms. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you do. Guess I'm just going to hang out in lane 1 for a little bit. It is a beautiful day out. You never know how things are going to turn out, and I'm glad it's a beautiful day. Hello, Hosey. Go ahead and do yourself a favor and scroll back in the comments if you can see them, or Italian can drop the links again for Tim Zach. We just happened to pass Tim Zach here on the road this morning. Never heard of him before. He's got a little travel trailer he's pulling behind him. It's got his name all over it and a big picture of him and everything. And so we went to look at who he was. He's a country music singer. He's really good. So you should go check him out. Tim Zach. All right. It's one thing I love about these states. You know, the areas where you're driving through that are still farming community, or a majority of farming community. You can see that pickup off on the side up there, just kicking up the dust because he's flying down a dirt road. That's what I miss about growing up on the farms, flying down the dirt roads. Always had fun. And when I retire, I'm going to make sure it's going to be in a place where I got dirt roads. Now, you said he was originally from Wisconsin, huh? That's interesting. There it is. There it is. Got it. Now, let's see if I can do this. Started out by singing karaoke, huh? Wow. I know a lot of guys, or a lot of people out there that, you know, they host karaoke every couple nights a week or whatever, and they do get up and sing every time they're hosting. And some of them are really good, some of them not so much. Turns out music was definitely this guy's calling. Yeah, that's right, we the people. He is from Wisconsin, so you might have gone to high school with him. Who knows? I was about to try something here. I want to do it after I get under this next little thing. This is one of my favorite sites when I come through Nebraska. I've always loved seeing it. There's a whole information center, museum type thing up there that is all, it's all above the highway here. Matter of fact, I'm going to tilt it up a little bit so you get a good look. And they do have truck parking. That's nice. All right, now I'm going to try this. I hope I don't lose the live stream. Let me know if we have a problem. Let me know if it stopped. It shouldn't have dropped, but it might have. Well, yeah, it's going to buffer. Anytime I leave the streaming app and go to something else to look at real quick, it starts buffering. And if I spend too much time in there, then it buffers out and kills the live stream. Nice. So Gibbons in Omaha, huh? See, I kind of run my own show out here, you know. I book my own freight. I actually have a third-party dispatching lady that I've known for years that I have her get me loads when I'm too busy driving. But I do book a lot of my own freight even now. Matter of fact, I've got a windows and doors contract from it's a window and door manufacturer up in Fife, Washington. I've got that contract all to myself. So I go back into the Seattle area and pull one of their loads out every once in a while. Usually every week, but they've been a little light right now because the economy's really taken a downturn. Nobody's really ordering new doors and windows for big projects right now, so things are a little slow. So I'm out running around the country doing what I can to stay afloat, right? Yeah. Gonna have to back it down a little bit, let these guys have some room. Because of course, whoever's in that white car is only doing 70 and a 75. The Patriot. I'll have to look them up. Yeah, and you down. They went and gave, was it 80 billion barrels of oil out of the U.S. military emergency reserve to OPEC, which brought the prices down, and it's still going down a little bit, but that's not going to last. The prices are going to shoot right back up. It's only a band-aid. The prices are going to shoot right back up unless we open our pipelines back up and start drilling again like we should. Oh, see, the other drawback to that, we the people, the other big drawback to that is the, the barrels of oil were taken from the U.S. Military Emergency Reserve, which means if we were to end up at war right now and getting invaded in our own country, we would not have the fuel for our military to operate because they just gave it away. Hey, Italian princess, do me a favor and post the. Try to see if you can get the YouTube link for Tim Zach and his Facebook page link. Um, all in one text up here, and maybe maybe his Twitter or whatever other links. The first one. Yeah, I just did. Does Nebraska Patriot actually live stream though? Open up the throttle and go. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't know if you could tell or not, considering I'm just bombing past everybody. Yep. She does. All right. I'll have to check her out. Nebraska Patriot. Uh, see, Nebraska is beautiful. Even even when it's raining nasty or dropping ice or snow on you. The only time it's not really that fun is when it's really windy. Oh, you want to count them again? Give me a minute. Because back, get past this guy real quick so we can see what that is. 190 over, the 290 over 5. One over 0. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. 292 over 0. $292 over 5. $293 over. It's actually pretty humid out there today. You know, the first little bit this morning, you could actually see the humidity leaching up from the cornfields into the air today. I mean, it's a humid day today. All right, there we go. Give me that. Let that pop up. Oh, what happened? Message retracted. What? Oh, no. You don't have to do it in 2 parts. I want whatever it takes in there in one section. But the first thing listed has. Alright, I'm gonna back down. Bag it down, bag it down. I have a feeling there's gonna be a state trooper in a minute. $296 over 0. Now I can't. Just give me one. Just one. We don't need 2. I can't pin 2 different things to the top at the same time. I can only have one. So I need one that has. I need the one that has his YouTube channel listed first. His YouTube channel, and then whatever other links of his Facebook or whatever. Okay. I just need the one, because for some reason I'm seeing on my, it looks like you deleted what you put up there. I'm using two different devices, and I have to do that in order to pin something. So on the secondary device, it says you retracted it. So I can't pin it, the one that you already put up. Go ahead and put it up again. Okay, then just put up his name and his YouTube. Just put up his name and his YouTube so I can pin it. There we go. There we go. Now it's pinned up there. Oh, look at that. We only got a couple people in here. I'm one of them. I'm betting Italian Princess and I are the only two people here. Because, you know, everybody over there in the DC area seems to be going live right now. Can't begin to tell anybody how aggravating that is to be in the middle of doing a live stream and start seeing your numbers climbing and then turn around and somebody over in DC goes live and boom, you lose everybody. We do have some pups, huh? Nice. Hey, Sonia. Oh boy. Somebody went live again. I need to figure out what else I can do to attract more people to my channel that aren't necessarily interested in the political side of it for the most part, or at least not interested in the stuff that the people of DC area, or the people that have been around the DC area, are doing. Because it seems like it, yeah, exactly. Every time one of them goes live, especially him, anytime he goes live, my viewership drops in a heartbeat. Oh yeah, I guarantee that that corn out there is about probably almost 6 foot tall already. Because I know you wouldn't be able to see my head sticking up out there if I was standing in the field. All right, about 91 more miles, and we're going to be cutting through the middle of Lincoln, Nebraska. We're going to cut right through the middle of town, or on Nebraska. Yeah. Well, you know, it's odd because I'll sit here, and some days I'll have like 300 people watching and only get like 10 likes. Yeah, see, he's got 105 viewers, and he just went live. You watch in about 3-4 minutes, even 5 minutes from now, I have close to 1,000 viewers. And it will just keep climbing. Of course, you know, and when I had my old channel before it got stolen, I'd gotten up to a little over 1,200 subscribers, and I would have 600-700 viewers every time that I went live, and I went live every day. But you know, since the channel got stolen, I haven't really been live every day. Not on this new channel. I haven't really been live every day, and that might be part of it. Right? Right? It just saddens me, though. You know, I had just gotten approval to get monetized, you know, and I was really interested in getting monetized so that, you know, for the most part, so that any monetary to buy better equipment, you know, to keep things up to date, and, you know, be able to do a little bit more for the channel. But, you know, I was only approved for monetization for 2 days, and they whoever it was, they got in and they changed my account, they changed the email associated with the account, they changed the recovery email associated with the account, and then they changed the password and locked me out. And I'm still, I mean, I went through the rounds with YouTube over it, and YouTube did what they think they can do, and they said the rest is up to Google. And I've been trying to get through Google to take care of the problem, but all I ever get from Google is automated messages. It's like nobody cares or nobody's paying attention. Now I go live. I used to go live every day, but now there's times when I've got too much business or other things to handle. So sometimes my days are getting completely shot out of the water for being able to live stream. And also, I do tend to travel in a lot of areas of the country where I don't have a decent enough signal to even live stream anyway. So, like when I go through Wyoming, I really don't have a live streaming ability out there because the cell signal really sucks. Oh yeah, Tennessee Patriot, a really good friend of mine there. He's another good live streamer. He's trying to set up well, there's a group of us. We're trying to set up a petition for each of the 7 states that the pipeline goes through to try to get those states to reopen the pipeline, because the pipeline inside those states belongs to those states. It does not belong to the federal government. So the states can turn around and open those pipelines regardless of whatever executive order that Brandon put into effect. Yeah. Live streaming right now. I could get you where you can sign that petition, and we are thinking about. We're actually trying to set up a convoy to go protest at each of the different state capitals. The 7 different states that pipeline goes through. There you go. Thank you, Italian Princess. There you go. We the people. There's a link right there for you that'll get you to the information you need. Wow, this person really does not want me to finish passing them. They're just sitting there on my right-hand side, just sitting there. So I'm just going to put my foot to the floor and say goodbye. As long as I don't run into a state trooper in a second. As soon as I got to where I could finally get back over in front of that car I was passing, somebody from behind me decided they were going to cut over there and get in my way. And they ended up getting stuck behind that other truck anyway, so good. No, not only the DOT can pull you over. Every officer out there can pull you over. Doesn't matter whether they're a state trooper or a DOT or a county sheriff or a city cop. They can pull a semi-truck over. Oh, goody. We're catching up to a pack of people. This is going to be fun. Yep. See, it used to be that only DOT officers could really do anything. Like, so if I was actually breaking any of the regular traffic laws, like speeding or reckless driving or stuff like that, any officer can pull me over and give me a ticket for that. But if it has anything to do with DOT stuff, like, little things might be broken on my truck and not running right, or lights might not be working, or, I might have a flat tire, only the DOT officer could really hit me for stuff like that, or like for being overweight or stuff like that, or being oversized and not having the permit. Only a DOT officer could hit me for that. But now, during the Obama years, we've got Obama made it so that every officer out there has to be DOT certified. And look at this jerk. Had no idea that he was so important, he needed to try to cut around me at the last second, only to be going the same speed as me anyway. People in their cars are so impatient and stupid, and it is that impatience that will get you killed in the long run if you keep driving like that. Especially when you're driving around semi-trucks. When you're cutting around a semi-truck, you can't see what's around that semi-truck because you can't see through it. But you go and you dart around like that, and you could end up eating the back end of another semi-truck. Right. Regular traffic violations, any officer can issue a ticket for. But and that was before Obama. Now, after Obama did what he did, almost every officer in the country, with the exception of most of the local, city cops, almost all of them are DOT certified now. Oof. Obama did that. Every time we have a Democrat in office, or liberal, or whatever they want to call themselves, every time we get a bunch more rules and regulations and restrictions and other stuff just lumped down on top of the trucking industry. Every time. They're not going to be happy until they turn the trucking industry into a minimum wage job. And even at that, I don't think they're going to be happy until they get rid of all truck drivers and make them completely driverless trucks, which that'll never fly. I mean, yeah, it will. They've already got them out there in places, but the thing is, that's only going to last until a senator's child gets run over by a driverless truck. If it was your child or my child, they wouldn't care. They'd keep those driverless trucks out on the road, no problem. But the second it runs over a congressman or a senator's child, then it's going to be a problem to have driverless trucks. That day, we're going to be stuck with them when they finally. Oh no, the day is coming extremely fast. The day is coming extremely fast. You go down in the southeast. You go down in the southeast, especially like in Florida. They've actually got a very large fleet out of Florida that runs back and forth from Florida to California and back, completely driverless. It's already out there. Yeah. What was that? I just got a message there. What did that say? Debbie Rose left me a comment on, I guess, the last video this morning. We got 66 more miles, and then we're cutting across Lincoln, Nebraska, right through the middle of town. All right, we the people, go ahead and count the little road lines now. Oh, yeah. So he's probably coming back from Sturgis then. That's probably why we saw him. Yeah, trying to get a bedroom remodeled, huh? Gonna put in a pole and a trapeze. Sorry, I'm just kidding there. Iowa and Wisconsin, Nebraska, a couple of shows coming up. All right. Oh, got a grandchild on the way. Lucky you. Lucky you. You know, you're gonna have them living in your house though. See what's the point in that? You're supposed to have them come over for a day. You have fun with them. You give them all kinds of noise-making toys. You sugar the crap out of them, and then you send them home. I really hate it when somebody in a governed truck decides he's going to pass another governed truck. Yep. Joe Arpaio. It was always fun watching some of them shows. You get them guys out there in their little pink jail outfits. Ah, yeah. That's always a good thing. Make sure that the sheriff knows ahead of time what, when and where, and what you plan, what you're protesting. You know what the purpose of your protest is. Make sure you need to have permits or not. Even though, you know, the Constitution grants us the right to peacefully protest, but it doesn't say anything about having to have a damn permit. Excuse my language. I really don't believe you should have to have a permit. I don't believe you should have to pay or file in order to protest, as long as you're peaceful. But you got to be careful because, you know, everybody's got these laws out there that go against the Constitution by making you have to get a permit. Well, I understand it's my channel, but I try not to use foul language as much as possible. Kind of keep it a little bit professional, you know. Because in real life, I kind of have a big potty mouth. Because I'm an old farm boy, I'm ex-military, and I'm a trucker. So, you know, that's quite a combination. And it me that I can get through some of my live streams, even if I live stream all day. It amazes me that sometimes I can get through all day without saying a single cuss word. Yep. The more business like you keep it, the more people you can attract to watch your channel and watch your content. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there that they so much as hear even one cuss word and, oh, no, you're off my list permanently. You know? Good luck, Dixie Misty. Good luck. I know kind of where you live at. So, I mean, you do have a lot of Californians have been moving in there, but you still are in a very conservative area. So, I don't think you'll have too much trouble. Did you order up a couple boxes of pocket constitutions that you can hand out? That's one thing I recommend. If you're going to go out and protest in any way, shape, or form, you should always have a couple of boxes of pocket constitutions that you can hand out. Ah. All right, we'll see you later there, we the people. Right? I totally agree, Dixie Misty. Oh. Wow. That trailer that we just passed is loaded with other trailers that have been cut up into small pieces to be taken to either a recycle or a scrapyard or something, it looks like. Not a big deal, Italian princess. You go do what you need to gotta get your business taken care of. You don't have to sit and watch me all day. Hello, Joy. No, I haven't seen any dirt devils today yet, Joy. But I have seen quite a few pickups running down dirt roads, kicking the dust up, that's for sure. All right, not a big deal there, Italian princess. You take care of what you have to. As a matter of fact, Joy, was I talking to you last night, Joy? I just want to make sure I'm thinking about the right Joy. All right. So I'm pretty sure you know my rules in the channel there, Joy. Um, we don't. I don't want to see cuss words in the chat. You know, basically just delete their comment and let them know we don't like the cussing in here. Uh, Anybody that comes in and just starts verbally attacking anybody for any reason and continues, you know, delete their comments, put them in a timeout, and make sure I know that that's what they're doing. But I don't want anybody being booted out. You know, because if somebody's going to get booted out, I'll do that myself. No, I didn't hear about that. So now we had the food processing plant down in Eugene burned down. We had the chip plant over in the Hermiston Umatilla area burned down, and now we've got the flour mill there in Portland burned down. Well, that's an awful lot of food production in Oregon alone that has burnt down just within the last couple of weeks. Kind of crazy, huh? Oh, it was in Pendleton, not Portland. Yeah. Sorry, I'm used to people when they say P-Town, they mean Portland. Yeah, you don't need to let it go to your head. I have the power. Yeah. Somebody left rubber boots on a vent and it started a fire. In the middle of summer when the vent wouldn't be putting out any heat in the first place. See, Joy, this is what we're talking about. We've got food production plants all over the country. What we just said, there's at least 3 of them within the last few weeks in Oregon alone that have burnt to the ground. But this is happening in every state all across the country. You don't have to worry about that because I'm pretty sure I already had him blocked. I have to go through. I got to go through the I got to go through the studio and start weeding through who all I blocked and who I haven't. Because I think there's a few people that got blocked by a couple of different mods in the past that probably shouldn't be blocked. I just got to remember how to get to where I can see the list of who's blocked and make changes. For some reason I can't access it through the YouTube Studio app, and I can't access it straight through YouTube on the app. I think maybe I have to actually log in on like a regular website, the regular YouTube website, to get to it. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've done it. Well, most of these plants, they're workers because their job is non-essential. Food production. Food production was always considered essential, so those people never lost their jobs. Those people had to stay working just like truckers did. That's right. Up there in the Northwest, none of the other mills have the room to take on the excess like that's going to be from just the one mill going. Is that if I remember correctly, that mill that's in Pendleton, Rock, coincidental. I mean, seriously, how many more food production plants in the country have to get burnt? Start realizing it's not coincidental, random. It's all part of the plan. Guarantee it. I mean, even the Georgia Guidestone is going to be something that they were going to be doing. Even Nostradamus predicted it. Oh, I might not. Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. And see, the other countries, and all 7 of them were taken out on the same day. Same day. Most people don't know that. There were 7, they had the same stone. I think I might have. Really quickly, someone tell me. Because I think I lost my signal. Just long enough. Yep, I lost it. Nobody's